Yeah, the following is a financial implication of the proposed reduction in the division of revenue share of counties by from 400 billion at 380 billion share. The first one is reducing the county's allocation from 400.117 billion allocated under DORA 2024 to Kenya shillings 380 billion, as proposed, will completely paralyze the operations of counties and provision of critical services such as healthcare to Mwananchi. Today we just had a meeting on the implementation of UHC chair and the cost implication of that. We are required to cough out almost 40 billion, which is non-discretionary costs. Number two, Chair, the proposed allocation is lower than 385.4 billion allocated in the last financial year, which means counties will not be able to maintain their operations even at the minimum. The budgeting system in Kenya is currently incremental, therefore, at no point should counties' allocation be lower than the previous years. Number three, the national government has pronounced its intention to borrow additional resources to finance its programs affected by the projected deficits, and therefore no need for further cuts. It should be noted, Chair, that public debt forms the first charge on the equitable share in subsequent years and will directly affect the county's share. Any reduction as proposed will mean that counties will be punished in the present and in future allocations. Number four, the allocation of 400.117 billion Kenya shillings was already inadequate, given that the Senate had initially allocated 415.9 billion Kenya shillings that was reduced through a mediation process. Both figures are below the county's proposed allocation of 439.5 billion, excluding the road maintenance levy of 10 billion Kenya shillings. Number five, despite the withdrawal of the Finance Bill 2024, the ordinary share is projected to increase at 2.6 trillion Kenya shillings in the 2024-2025 financial year, from 2.2 trillion Kenya shillings realized in the 2023-2024 financial year. Chair, out of the additional 379.12 billion, the counties are set to receive an additional 14.72 billion at Kenya. Therefore, there is no justification to reduce the county allocation. Number six, the National Assembly has proposed further deductions on county government's additional allocations on similar grounds, which, if approved, will cause further strain to the county's resources and operations. Number seven, the non-discretionary expenditure on the current financial year, such as housing levy deductions, payment of CHPs and KIPs, funding have not been waived. Hence, the counties will be obligated to provide funds for the same. Number eight, this proposed amendment is only hurting the counties, given that the county budgets are largely informed by the County Allocation of Revenue Act, while the operations of the national governments are ongoing uninterrupted. The county governments are unable to access funds due to lack of supporting legislation, such as KARA and a disbursement schedule. We are aware that with the passage of DORA, Chair, we already have a legal framework for the disbursement of the amounts to counties for this financial year, because the law provides for 50% of the disbursement based on the DORA of 2024.